Hello, everyone. News Channel 3, Chief Meteorologist Keith Thompson here with a Facebook Live update. Going to have to keep this short because I'm on so late. It's 9:24. Like I said yesterday, I'm going to have to get closer to 9 o'clock. And you know what happens? I get even later. So I have some explaining to do, as Ricky would say. And you boomers are even older, know what I'm talking about there. So hello, everybody. Thanks for checking in. I appreciate it. Started off here with a live look at the bus stop forecast for you for Thursday, and it is certainly November, and there's an emphasis there on the burr because we're going to go off to school at 30 degrees, and there should be a fair amount of sunshine. K&M, good evening to you too. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. It will be cooler tomorrow morning than what we've had the last couple of mornings, but not far off of what is typical for this time of year. So let's talk about going home. Not a bad looking day with lots of sunshine, heading home, mostly sunny, and the temperature around 53 degrees. Antho, there is still some debate as to how much accumulation we're going to be seeing out of the system moving through. I do think that we are looking at the potential there for a few inches, and by that, I think that we could see, 2, maybe 3 inches, maybe 4. Remember, what's going to come down, a lot of it's going to melt pretty quickly. So we have to keep that in mind. The air is going to be colder than what I thought originally it was going to be. It looks like it's going to be a little bit cooler. So that'll sustain a little bit more of the sticking out there. But the ground is still relatively anyway, warm. And tomorrow in the 50s, we're going to be in the 50s, well into the 50s on Friday. So that will help to keep it warm. Thanks, Carla. I appreciate that very much. I'm doing all right. Thank you so much. Warm is a relative term. And so I don't think that we're going to be warm, but we're not going to be cold all day until we get to Sunday. And that's when things start to change up for us just a little bit better. It's much colder out there tonight, Shannon. You are correct. Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry about that. K&M. So sorry. Chris in Coopersville. You're going to see some this weekend. Whether it's going to come down hard, just like I was saying to Antho there, remains to be seen. Let's get right to it, right? That's the big news. The big news in the weather department here isn't what's going to be happening tonight. That's quiet. It's cold, clearing. Beautiful moon out there, by the way. Beautiful moon. And it is a full moon, a super moon, by the way, which means the full moon is coinciding with the moon being at the closest point to the Earth in its elliptical orbit. So that's a super moon. And so a lot of light. It is providing a ton of light. And was it ever beautiful coming up over the eastern horizon? So there's nothing really newsworthy in the weather world about tonight or really about tomorrow. Friday morning, we've got some action with some rain. And then, of course, Saturday is when the shenanigans start, and especially Sunday and Monday. So let's get right to it. Eric, hello to you and Leonidas. Thanks for checking in. Jim, cold in Kalkaska. Oh, yeah. I can feel it there coming down from Kalkaska, Jim. Thanks for checking in. Frida is in Hopkins. And Joanne, that moon is awesome in providing so much light. All right, we're going hour by hour. Again, tonight, nothing. Tomorrow, nothing. Tomorrow night, it starts to get cloudy. Friday morning, write it down. This has been a signal we're getting from the model all week long. It's going to be raining Friday morning, a chilly rain, not a cold rain, really. I mean, to me, a cold rain is 38, 40 degrees. That's a cold rain. A chilly rain, though, is mid-40s, even upper 40s when it's like, So anyway, that's what we're looking at there for Friday morning. Write it down. Bus stop, commute. It's going to be wet. Another thing to write down, that rain's going to be long gone by early to mid-afternoon. And if you're still lucky enough to have somebody playing in the high school football playoffs, then I think the weather's going to be okay for that. Notice it's going to be warmer on Friday. And again, that's going to set the table for a lot of fast melting on Sunday when the snow hits. All right, we're looking at some rain out over the lake, it looks like Saturday morning. Colder air, though, is starting to move in. So instead of those mid to upper 50s, Saturday, like we've had Friday, notice we're in the mid to upper 40s. And here comes the shenanigans I was telling you about. We have this system, this low that's going to be slipping through. Notice it's going to be bringing that rain up from the south originally, and it's going to interact with some colder air. We're talking upper 30s, low 40s. So I would say I-96 north is a dividing point where I think we could see a little of that rain-snow mix. And now watch our temperature pattern here, our profile. Overnight, colder air starts to move in. And this colder air, by the way, is going to be sinking vertically from up to down. And as it does, that whole parcel of atmosphere, as we say, we got to think about 3D here when we're talking about the atmosphere. You know, it's not just what's going on at the surface. In fact, what we're feeling at the surface, if you remember, is actually being generated well above. Well, that whole parcel is going to be cold by Sunday morning, daybreak, by sunrise, and it's going to be saturated. And so that's where we're going to see that wet snow coming down. Upper 20s to around 30. That's not really too cold, of course. That's just a couple of degrees below freezing. Now let's work our way to noontime and see what happens. Or, well, I stopped at late afternoon. We're up into the mid 30s, so we're going to be above freezing. This is another reason why I think we're going to have some rapid melting here going on. And so although we're going to have, a decent amount of snow coming down, will we have a lot of accumulation outside of grassy spots? Outside of maybe some slush, I'm not anticipating this to be a big road problem because, again, if it were 25, even 28 Sunday afternoon, then I might say we might have some problems here, folks. But that's not what we're looking at. Now, what's coming in behind this system, by the way, let me squeeze myself back. There we go. What's coming in behind this system is going to be even more cold air. And so, yeah, I do think we're going to see some lake effect. I do also think it's going to be a north-northwest wind. And on a north-northwest wind, that trajectory is everything. On a north-northwest wind, we're talking about mainly our lakeshore, immediate lakeshore area. And then in northern Indiana, actually, there might be a little bit more. I don't think this is going to be a heavy-duty dose of it. But Monday is another day that we're just going to have to see as we get closer to it there. Let's see. Jim, when are we expecting snow? There you go. Hope you got the answer there. Mike, happy hump day. Thank you so much. Vern, hello to you. Dan, Chief Dan in the house, thank you for the thanks. I appreciate it, and I appreciate all that you've done, too, for our community. And communities plural there, Dan. Chief Dan in the house. Chris, got some snow to talk about, right? There you go. You gotta come up with some of those ideas there for K&M there on Chicago, right? Cynthia, I know that we're on Northern Lights alert. I did not know that they were out. I'll have to go and take a look at that and post it on my social pages there. I know. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that we're on alert. I thought it was tomorrow night was a bit of a more of an alert there because of a burst of energy heading our way from the sun. I'll have to get on that and check that out. And hopefully, well, tomorrow night, if they are out, we're going to have to see them on the earlier side of things because those clouds will quickly be moving in late tomorrow night ahead of that rain on Friday morning. Mike, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Chris, I will say this. I think that December could be, we're looking at, a weak La Nina. There aren't a lot of what we call analogs to go with the pattern that we're going to be with. But what we do see is the potential there for some heavier snow in December. You know what I say? Ask me in January about that. If you're headed to DTW Monday super early, I think you're going to be all right, Julie. I really do. If I were you, I would not be overly concerned about it. Here's why. First, I think that, the only potential problem there is that, you're probably going to be sub-freezing very early Monday morning, and I'm just worried about some of the moisture freezing up on the roads. However, with traffic traveling the road, I don't anticipate that being a problem, and you're going the opposite way of Lake Michigan, so I don't think you'll have to be dealing with any kind of lake effect. So overall, Julie, I think that you're going to be all right. Safe travels to you going to DTW. Chris can do some snowboarding this year. Maybe so. It's been sort of anemic lately, right? Hey, I'll get out there with you. No, I can't get out there with you. I'm too old for that, Chris. If I break, they don't put me back together. I am not Humpty Dumpty. Not anymore anyway. They would just, if I fell off the wall, they would just walk away and say, well, that was a shame. I'm doing great. Thank you so much. Don't want any snow, Karen. I wish I could help you out there. It's all quiet on live.the-radar. Sean, hello to you in Portage. So let's get right to that forecast because I came on here late. And again, I do apologize for that. And you know what? My apology means nothing if I don't get on here earlier. So tomorrow morning or tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, that's my pledge. Hold me to it. All right, here's your 7-day forecast. Tomorrow, again, is a pretty decent day. Friday, it's morning rain, and then in the afternoon, we might see a little bit of clearing, but the rain will end late morning Friday. But it is going to be wet at the bus stop and for the morning commute on Friday. A Saturday, I think we could see a shower. A lot of clouds around, but I think really the chance for showers is going to be that rain, snow, turning to wet snow day on Sunday. And then a chance for some lake effect close to the lakeshore on Monday. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, we start to warm back up again. So I hope that helps there. Chris, maybe hit or miss these days. Yeah, that's true. Sue, any idea if the snow, how the snow will be over Thanksgiving? Too far away. Ooh, that's way too far away, Sue. But stay with me, because as soon as it comes into view, even a speculative view, we'll give that a look-see. But that's, to me, even super speculative is like 12, 13 days out. That's super speculative. And we're talking about 3 weeks out, right? 3 weeks from tomorrow. Is that crazy? Thanksgiving is 3 weeks from tomorrow. Better start thawing that turkey, right? Kylie, hello to you. And hello to your little one, too. Antho, we need a 1970s blizzard. I don't know if you're going to have a lot of people who agree with that. 1978 was the big one. Thanks for the thanks. I appreciate it. And thanks for watching, Mike. You're very kind. Chris, good leaf cleanup weather next week. Yes. Yeah. I think we're looking all right, especially once we get to Tuesday, Wednesday. So there's your chance, not only to do some leaf cleanup, but maybe to get, if it's not too early for you, to get some of those Christmas decorations out there as well. Chris, you're going to love these cold temperatures over the weekend, early next week. Good evening to you, Vicky. Thank you so much. Robert, hello to you. Thanks for checking in. Looks like some snow is on the way for sure. Brenda, not ready for it. Michigan weather is bipolar, especially this time of year. That is so awesome. Kylie, that is so awesome. That is very awesome. Congrats to you and happy birthday to her. All right, everybody, going to skate a little early by my standards, although it's almost 12 minutes. I'm really good at wasting time here, but I appreciate you for hanging in there with me. Thank you, Bernice, for the thanks. Wilson, hello to you. I appreciate that very much. I'm going to be live in 24 minutes. Frieders, the temperature of Lake Michigan affecting the amount of snow. As long as the lake is as warm as it is right now, if we get an uber cold air mass, this is a cold air mass coming in, but not one that I would call an uber cold air mass. And yeah, we are ripe right now until that lake really starts to get colder, much colder. We are ripe for a heavy duty lake effect snow. As seen, I think it was 3 years ago, was it? Well, last year, Halloween for Muskegon. 3 years ago, I think it was. Wasn't it Kalamazoo that got waylaid with 20 inches of snow right around Thanksgiving? So the scene is set, but we still have to have the right players coming into play. And the system that's coming in here for the weekend is going to give us some, but it's not the right one for that kind of an event. Hope that answers the question. Julie, I'll check in with me tomorrow, too. Check in with me tomorrow and ask me again, and I'll see if anything's changed. But that's what I'm thinking right now, and you're very welcome. Just think spring, Jan. Only 6 months to go, 5 months to go, right? 5 months to go. Bernice, thank you. I appreciate that very, very much. Very, very much. Mikey, that's right. Your birthday was Monday. Remember, I didn't read your entire post, but I know now. Oh, that's cool, Sean. Silver Bells and Lansing in 3 weeks. That'll be awesome. That'll be awesome, too. All right, everybody, I'm going to skate. Like I said, I'm going to be gone in 23 minutes. I'll be live on Arc West, Michigan, at hour 23 live on the Mothership News Channel 3. Don't forget, I'm on Facebook, WWMT's Keith Thompson, on Twitter, X, Threads, YouTube, and what did I miss? Instagram, at Weatherman Keith, at Weatherman Keith. Check me out there. I put some stuff up there from time to time. I haven't been posting a lot lately, and I got to apologize to everybody for that. I go through these funks where I just don't post a lot. So I got to get back on. I'll tell you what, the weather will help. The weather will help. Whenever we have some active weather, I love posting about the weather. So I'll get back on it there. Chris, thank you. Thank you. It is. And I appreciate you asking. It is going smoothly so far. And when I say that knowing that not everybody is that lucky. And I'm very, very mindful of that. Shelly, hello to you in Pine Lake. Meyer playing Christmas music today. Too soon. Who was it? I heard somebody. I forgot where it was. It was at their desk, and they were playing some Christmas music. And it's like, okay. All right, all right. Deb in Decatur in the house. Timmy, hello to you in BC. Thanks for checking in. You got in right under the rug there, or right under the door. All right, everybody. Jeff Porter's going to be here live. Bronson is awesome. Sweet. I agree with you, Chris. I thought you meant the city, the town of Bronson, the village there. And I agree with that too. But you're right. Listen, the people there, and I have now seen a lot of them, professional and courteous. And maybe you do know how important that is. So I do appreciate that very much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And you know what? My thoughts are with you and yours too there, K&M. Appreciate it. You guys, stop. Listen, I appreciate it very much. Antha and Chris. Okay. I really do. I can't tell you how much I appreciate all of you very much. Okay. I'll be live at 10, live at 11. And then tomorrow, Jeff Porter's got you bright and early. Well, dark and early. He's in here at 4:30 to 9 with live weather updates. Remember this. Tomorrow's quiet day. And then I'll be back tomorrow night. Listen, tomorrow night's Facebook Live, 9 o'clock. Be here. It's going to be good. We're going to be talking Friday rain. It'll be knocking. And we're going to have some clarity on that winter shenanigans story that's coming in here for Sunday and Monday. Hey, let's get some good rest. We made it past hump day. Thursday is one of my fave days because it's Friday Eve, and that gets us to the weekend. So let's hit it hard tomorrow. Have a good day tomorrow. I wish everybody safety, good rest tonight, a good day tomorrow. If I don't catch you tonight on the tube, I'll catch up with you again tomorrow. Thank you so much. Chris, that's good. That's good to hear. Cynthia, hello to you. Thank you for checking in. All right, everybody. Have a good night, and I'll see you again tomorrow if I don't catch you on the tube.